Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Just tell us exactly, though, what the Skoll Centre's doing.
Well, it's a teaching and research centre at the University of Oxford. We're part of the business school there, the Side Business School, and we pursue a number of different kind of research programmes, social finance, social governance, social impact measurement, and we teach mostly on the MBA programme as well. And one highlight of our year two is convening people in a big event called the Skoll World Forum that has celebrities and famous actors in this.
This is like the Oscars of social innovation, is it?
Pretty much. Well, I've never won anything, but maybe that says a lot. I don't know.
Now, for someone who does know nothing about this,
sure,
and you're the expert, what the hell is social entrepreneurship?
Well, you know, I've spent a career trying to answer that question and maybe not successfully. I mean, we face an extraordinary number of big challenges globally, right? Social and environmental problems grow and we become more aware of them. So I think what social entrepreneurship tries to do is find a set of innovative ways to cope with some of these really difficult, what are called wicked problems sometimes, with, you know, a strong performance-driven, often market-driven logic to what they do. So often we see kind of these social businesses that are really trying to harness the power of markets to address social problems, but not exclusively that. Often it's a range of different types of projects, but with a strong kind of performance focus to sort of sort the world's problems out.
Does it kind of stem from the failure of government and corporates, or is it something else?
It's part of that for sure. You know, there's a market failure going on here in all three sectors. So there's a market failure in the charitable sector too. So for sure, governments retreating often around the world from social provision. You know, the corporate sector has its own economic challenges, but also I think often the conventional charitable sector, important though it is, you know, struggles to innovate. And so it's a kind of response to all of that.
Now, Alex, you look a very young person, but you've obviously been in this area. You've been in this area for a decade. I'm interested, has the nature of social entrepreneurship changed during that time?
I think it has. I mean, one of the things that my research is exploring more and more is the kind of global nature of this. I think early on, the writing and research in this area focused a lot on kind of Europe, UK, United States. I think what's quite clear is social entrepreneurship's always been in other countries, but maybe we're only beginning to catch up with understanding that. So I've just come back from a week in Japan where, you know, I was amazed by the amount of stuff that's happening there. But as, you know, somebody who can't speak Japanese, I hadn't realised it because I couldn't read the documents, you know, I'm ashamed to say. So I think what we're seeing is, you know, levels of innovation in Asia and Latin America and Africa, which are really exciting, but maybe to some degree we're catching up with reality.
How about the measuring the impact of all of it? Because that's the debate that seems to go back in time.
Question, right, absolutely so.
What are the best ways that you're seeing when you're moving to all these different areas of the way that people are actually measuring the value of all of this?
I think it's a great question, and the measurement piece is critically important. You know, first of all, to answer the question, are we making any kind of difference here?
Yeah.
But also for things like getting investment. I think there are established methodologies. There's something called social return on investment, which is getting some kind of traction, I think, in the field. But a lot of what you find are kind of proprietary or bespoke approaches, you know, project by project, organisation by organisation, trying to find ways that they can measure their impact. And I think the next big hurdle is to try to pull that together into some agreed kind of systems. You know, 100 years ago, there were no accounting standards for conventional companies or finance. Now there is. Now we have a well-understood way of accounting.
It really is very interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, our normal market traders out there know pretty well how you can assess the value of a stock.
Well, they think they do.
How they think they do. True. They think they do. But on the whole, it is, I think, a slightly better informed market than if you are like a David Gonski and you're putting money in as a philanthropist, or you're Investec, and you're meeting your corporate social responsibility. The real challenge is trying to know, well, what are the social returns or the public benefits that are created by this investment?
I think that's right, and I think the critical insight that's emerging, and it's almost shocking that it is only emerging, is that we need to go to the people we're trying to help first. So to really understand impact, we shouldn't decide ourselves as an organisation, are we doing well or badly? We should ask the people we're trying to help, by what measures would you judge us? And push right down the sort of organisational chain to really understand how we build measurement. That's a critical part, I think, of getting this stuff right.
Big issue here, of course, has been around the area of social finance. And as you know, the New South Wales government is going to do a demonstration on these social benefit bonds.
Delighted.
How important is this new area of trying to bring in private sector funding into social benefit?
Well, it seems to me absolutely crucial, but with some caveats. Yeah. I mean, where's the money, right? The money is with government and with the financial markets, in fact, increasingly with the financial markets. So if we want to bring about change, we need to access that. But the caveats, must be on, as it were, our terms. We need to make sure that the social mission is preserved, and that whatever transactional arrangements are made with markets need to be done in a controlled way, I think. But of course, we have to find ways to bring in conventional finance. It'd be crazy not to.